1, 2, 3, 4. My baby don't mess around because she loves me so. And this I know for sure. Hey, hey, alright now fellas. Now what's cooler than me and I can't do it.
I can hear you.
You know it off by heart, don't you, Steve?
No, I don't.
Alright. So, okay, ladies.
I've just been listening to it a lot, you know what I mean?
What do you look for in a band when you're signing them on?
I guess the first thing is that I actually like them. Going to be spending a lot of time working with a band, so if you're not into it, it makes it hard work. Really, you're spending a lot of time working with them, and if you don't get on, don't matter how good a band they are. It's why it's true that just because one label's not interested doesn't mean there's another one. It's how the personalities work together as much as how the band works together. Because you're in such close proximity with people when you're working with them, and often in stressful situations, and you get to know people really well when you're in those sorts of places.
Why do you think so many bands don't get signed?
There's quite a lot of reasons, I think. Sometimes after meeting with people, you think, I'm not really sure that they're interested in actually working hard on it. If it's just playing in a band that's a bit of fun, there's no point in a label getting interested, because they're not going to get the same cooperation back off the band for the investment that goes in. There's been times when we've spent a lot of money on putting a single out, an EP by a band. By the time it's come out, the band's more or less splitting up.
Would you say you need a good business head for this kind of industry? No.
No. I've not had a business plan at all.
Personally, I think people have different goals. You said not quite making it. We don't care about making it. We're not bothered at all. We just like doing it.
I'd rather not.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've probably got a different attitude to other bands who might want to make it. I'm not convinced everybody sets out to try and make it. I think they just want to do something.
That's not why they should be doing it, really. They shouldn't be doing it to make it. They should be doing it just because they want to do it.
So how do you guys settle like disputes and arguments between each other?
We never argue, do we?
Not often, no.
We don't fall out.
No.
Apart from that time you bang your guitar against the wall.
In the past, like one of my earlier groups, one of the worst things we ever did was sign to a major label. That was just crap. We just had no control whatsoever. Didn't really argue with them. They just told us what to do, and we just whinged about it.
You know, like it's better to stick with independent labels than major ones, or?
I mean, from my experience, I'd say absolutely.
Yeah,
definitely. But from a financial position, it was quite difficult at the time to to keep making a progression. I think you can do stuff yourself now, but you're not going to make a lot of money out of it.
Yeah, we just want to put something out that's we're proud of, really. We're not in it to make any money, are we? It's a good job.
It'd be nice to break even.
What inspires you to do music?
It's always been my passion. From a young age, it's kind of been the thing that I was just always better than other subjects at, I guess. But you never stop practicing and learning, so it's kind of thing that you kind of, if you're passionate about it, you always want to get better.
Have you ever been in a large band before?
Several. I'm playing in 3 this year, inside of university.
Well, basically, you get given work, you get asked to compose songs, you get put in a band. I've been in that scenario, I've found it quite easy, and work-wise, it's not been as hard as I thought. Although my work isn't perfect. There's room for improvements.
Where's this video going? It's not going up sort of like stairs. It's no, that's alright. That's good. It does and it doesn't. It does and it doesn't. Mainly because you find you've got the really sort of theory driven. You'll probably have this as well. The theory driven, and you'll be asked to do this by a certain person who will look like this and say this and act like this, and then you'll go and do that. Don't work like that in the real world. It is. You're prepared for a very formal way of doing things, but out there it's really not all that formal. It's literally a case of, if you want to make some money, you session with Bob down the road who has a studio. He hasn't scouted you out. You just go ask, do you need a spare guitarist for whenever you have solo artists in? Oh yeah, no problem. What's your rate? Undercut everybody else. 70 quid an hour. Awesome. Yeah, done.
Have you ever had to settle a dispute in a band?
Many times. Yeah, just members get too close, and yeah, not everybody works the same way, and because not everybody works the same way, you always get at least one disagreement.
Not really, no. Hopefully, if you decide to form a band, you tend to want to form a band with people that you get on with. So you sometimes might have an artistic kind of clash. Someone thinks one chord might be better there, or musically, but it'll never kind of get to an argument sort of stage. There's normally somebody who kind of their points. I mean, in my situation, I'm the band leader, so I would get the final say. But if I thought somebody's got a better idea than me, I'll probably go with their idea.
Depends what you're trying to get out of it. I mean, a lot of being in the music industry just involves being at right place at right time.
It's very much a case of there are no jobs, but there's work. Which probably you guys might find a bit. There's always someone looking for a cameraman, but it might not necessarily be, well, you're going to be with this firm for the next 12 years. It's a bit like that with us. It's sort of like, well, we need a jingle writing for his advert. Right, I'll write that. Excellent, that's 10 quid a bar, music, done. Then you're going to go out and find something else. Its success rate sucks, frankly.
Yeah.
Really sucks. If you've got money to throw at it, you could probably become fairly massive without much effort.
You never
find a lot.
You're never in one place, really.
No, but for someone starting from ground level like myself, it's basically just being available. Can you do this? Yep. Don't even ask what it is, just do it. Can you teach this? I can teach that. Yep. Learn about it when you get home. Go there, teach that. There you go, 120 quid for a day.
That's almost exactly how it works.
Opportunistic is the word, I'd say.
It's funny really, like back in the 60s, and a lot of famous musicians, they didn't have much of an education. Like with Jimi Hendrix, like he never had that much of an education, but he became big, obviously. What I'm wanting to do is like a limited market, but I'm still wanting to do it because I enjoy it and I want to do what I enjoy. I mean, I'm aware that I might have to settle for something I might not enjoy it as much. I mean, I have been involved in music projects before, but not as much as I've liked to have been. So, to be honest, yeah, I'll agree. I do feel like the industry can be restricting at times, but just got to make a go on it, haven't you?
Can you tell me any experiences about trying to be a musician?
Quite difficult. You really don't know where it's going. Most of the time when you start, you're really not sure where to pick it up. Music college is usually the gateway into the business, so.
Would you say music colleges are essential?
Not 100%. I've seen people make it without it before. As their opinion on the music industry, I think music college is usually sometimes the wrong way to go.
The wrong way?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people just don't get the right kind of thing for education. Education's not not the solution for everybody, really. I mean, long story short, I found education quite hard. Music focused too much on cultural music and not modern music. You know what I mean? Like African studies and Kind of like understanding music and less actually about playing it. It's a bit too intense and it kind of feels like they're trying to cover as many topics as they can as evidence. It doesn't actually feel like you're developing as a musician, more like gaining knowledge, like reading through a textbook. That's probably the best description.
Have you ever had to settle a dispute?
Within a band or just generally?
Within a band?
A few times. It usually comes back down to money, like anything does. Usually there's a lot of expenses, like paying for studio, travelling, organising somebody to drop you off, and actually paying, like, you have to pay deposits on some bars you play at, more that you don't trash the bar up. And I tend to find it all comes back down to money, so even if they're your best friends, like they were mine, it's hard to keep that balance between friendship and actually everybody putting money in. I guess, in a long story short, music is kind of like jokingly like growing an apple tree, let's say. It's going to be years before you see results. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a long process.
Yeah, like you start off with seed what might be £2.50 from Morrison's per se, and then long story short, this tree's got to grow up, but it needs supplements, it needs the right conditioning, you've got to move the plants away from it. There's a lot of things it's a growing process, just like a tree really. You know what I mean? A band is, long story short, a long-term thing. You know what I mean? You got to commit.
A band is a tree?
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Nice one.